That many federal government workers have been and remain opposed to Donald Trump and his policies will come as no surprise. Tonight, chief political correspondent Carl Cameron reports on how some of these entrenched bureaucrats are making use of sophisticated new technologies to mount their resistance to the new president from within.
Opposed to President Trump's agenda, some federal workers at the Environmental Protection Agency have begun using encrypted apps on their personal cell phones so they do not get caught plotting their resistance to the Trump agenda on any government communications devices, which are often monitored.
The tension right now between the incoming administration and the civil service is real, and it's growing.
At the State Department, an institutionally protected, quote, dissent channel for employees to air grievances is said to be flooded as never before. Since President Trump's executive order on immigration, nearly 1,000 State Department employees have added their signatures. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson knows Foggy Bottom is rattled.
We cannot let our personal convictions overwhelm our ability to work as one team. That may entail making some changes to how things are traditionally done in this department.
When former acting Attorney General Sally Yates ordered Justice Department lawyers not to defend the president's immigration order last week, she was promptly fired. The president's spokesman's been blunt about dissenters.
If they have a big problem with the policies that he's instituting to keep the country safe, then that's up to them to question whether or not they want to stay or not.
The recent Sean Spicer parody by comedian Melissa McCarthy on Saturday Night Live has apparently hit more than one nerve at the White House.
When I say Rocky Stone, I mean it in the sense of Rocky the movie, because I came out here to punch you.
The anonymous Twitter account Rogue POTUS Staff, which claims it's, quote, the unofficial resistance team inside the White House, tweeted, quote, Spicer unhappy that he's been set up for failure. POTUS furious that one of his men, portrayed by woman, says it looks weak. Government watchdog groups say they're swamped by potential whistleblowers.
We're hearing this like daily. We're flooded with calls from people who are really concerned about whether they're going to be forced to essentially violate the law.
Federal employees in the Departments of Labor, Agriculture, National Parks, and more are creating new private email accounts outside government systems to communicate with members of Congress, the media, and the public about the Trump agenda. The White House calls it leaking. They call it transparency. James?
Carl Cameron in our D.C. newsroom tonight.